And this is the reason why you have to fill out the family history section when you're filling out the admission form at any pharmacy, clinic, ER. Bring all your furry little friends, your feathery little friends, and skinless. Welcome to day 10 of my 90-day challenge. Today we're talking about genomics and molecular genetics. If you do not know what I'm doing, for 90 days, I am highlighting a college major, telling you what it's about, what courses to expect if you're taking this major in college or planning on taking this major in college, and what are some of the career paths that are out there for this degree. So again, today we're talking about genomics and molecular genetics. Let's start with what all that means. Genetics is the study of genes and their inheritance from parent to offspring. A genetic code can code for blue eyes versus green eyes, depending on which code you got from your parents. So those are genes and they're in DNA. So if you've had DNA before, it's just a long strand of coded information. Molecular genetics is actually the study of the structure of DNA and how changes in the structure of DNA would impact how the code is read. And this has impacts also on the overall organism. So for example, if a certain part of the DNA is not read, then you will have blue eyes instead of green eyes if you got those two genes from your parents. If your parents, one of your parents has blue eyes, the other has green eyes, depending on which gene is read, we call it transcripted and then translated, the offspring can either get blue eyes or green eyes, or if it's something completely different, maybe they were carriers of brown eyes, the kid could get brown eyes from maybe one of the grandparents. All this is genetics, and this is what is studied especially in genealogy. By learning about the inheritance of genes from parents to offsprings, we can trace back and see where all our genes came from. And that is the basic concept of genealogy, where if you send them a sample and they give you back like a family tree that tells you, oh, some of your genes are from this descendant, or some of your genes are from this descendant. According to Britannica, molecular genetics is the study of molecular structure of DNA, its cellular activities, including its replication, and its influence in determining the overall makeup of an organism. A genome, on the other hand, is a set of genetic information. So it's a collection of all the genetic information that you have in your cells. So genes are in DNA. We have several strands of DNA that are passed down from our parents to us. The collection of those DNAs, of those chromosomes, that is a genome. According to nature, a genome is a complete set of genetic information in an organism, and it provides the information the organism requires to function. Genomics, on the other hand, is a study of whole genomes in an effort to understand their relationship, interaction, and evolution over time. As I had previously mentioned, genes carry our heritage, and this information is very helpful, especially when it comes to prescribing medication, because depending on what genes that you carry and what has been passed down to you, that could determine a lot of medical implications in terms of the type of drug that you're prescribed at the doctor's office. And this is the reason why you have to fill out the family history section when you're filling out the admission form at any pharmacy, clinic, ER. This section informs the pharmacist or the doctor or the clinician what type of treatment to give you and what to expect. Some diseases can actually skip generations, or they can only affect one sex, so either male or female, in one generation, and then switch it up when it comes to the second generation. So you might have gotten some genes from your parents that they weren't affected, so all your uncles and aunts are okay, but you get it from your grandparents. This is one of the applications of genetics and trying to understand what exactly has been passed down to you, and this can really inform you on even what to expect from the future generation. So for example, if you're a carrier of a certain disease like sickle cell anemia, there is a chance that even though you do not have sickle cell anemia, your kids might have sickle cell anemia, and it also depends with the person that you have a kid with. These are some of the things that genetic education is really important, especially if you're trying to have a child. You know, it's always good to know what has been passed down to you, and especially if you don't have, a family lineage, that a concrete family lineage that you can rely on and get this information directly from people or even from observation. Getting this information before having kids, it would be very helpful, and at least you get to know what the probabilities are and what are some of the things that your kids will want to know as they grow older and even start having kids. If you find this video insightful and interesting, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you're planning on taking genomics and molecular genetics in college or thinking of it as a prospective career path, stick around because I have some valuable information for you. Are you still with me? Perfect. So what are some of the courses that you should expect when you go into this career path or you go into this college major? Well, as you can already guess, there will be a lot of biology classes, so cell biology, molecular biology, organismal biology, microbial biology, microbial genetics, and even genetics classes. So you will learn about all the terminologies that I've been throwing around in this video, so genes, genomics, molecular genetics, all these different things. And at the same time, you will have some basic knowledge in programming, because trying to understand genomics, there's a lot of computational modeling that is involved with that. So you will do some computer classes, so computational modeling, programming, and that also depends with how advanced you want to get. Some people using the programming side of the courses, they end up going to do something up in bioinformatics or data scientist or data analyst. So I've already told you what are some of the career paths that you should expect with this major. So, programming side, bioinformatics, data scientist, data analyst, data engineer. Also, you can work as a genealogist, where if you've ever done the genealogy test where you send them a sample and they give you your family history, or you're 90%, I don't know, Asian, 20%, I don't know. You can work at some of those companies. Use your genetics and genomics degree and skills to do this test. The career path is bioengineering, where you work with GMO, genetically modified organisms, and trying to come up with the next best thing in food production or the most efficient way of waste disposal, manipulating genetic information of some of the degrading bacteria and making them more efficient. That's one way of bioengineering. Another way is going into forensic science, so criminal investigators. Again, if you're a CSI fan, I'm talking to you. And if you enjoy it even more, you can go into grad school and get your PhD and work your way to becoming a professor or a research scientist. Again, if you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment in the bottom of the section and telling me that you got to this point. So mark this time right here. I'm excited that you're taking this journey with me. We are at day 10 of 90. So tomorrow we'll be back here at day 11 and we'll be talking about zoology. So bring your pets, bring all your furry little friends, your feathery little friends, and skinless, and watch that video with me that's coming out tomorrow. I will see you all tomorrow. See ya.
I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our clouds when people change, but not us.